What's going on, everyone? The Trade Baron here with your daily breakdown on the Nasdaq. All right, so we had some news coming out today. At 7:30 we had some news. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is tomorrow. So today we had some news coming out at 9 o'clock, and we did have some news at 7:30 today as well. So then, when we have something like that, you can either choose to trade before that or trade until the news happens. But I decided to get up a little bit late today. And once I woke up, it was after the news. So I want to say I woke up and we were probably about like right here. It was like 9:02, 9:06 when I like got in front of the computer. Right here, right before this right here, this one was the actual news. So again, if you were jumping in something like this, the news was coming out right then and there. I would have just advised, if you had kind of gotten into this one, just close it right there before it. We're not going to mark that one up. It was going down, down, down from there, and then it did pop up right here. This will be a little bit late if you were deciding to like ride this into the New York Open, because you can see that dot coming in like right here, and this is basically just the start of this move. You can kind of see it right here coming in. And this would have been possibly like a safe trade to take. But I don't know, with the news coming out, it's more so you've got two things happening here. You've got New York that's about to open up, and then you've also got the news that's coming out. So you've got these things working against you. And I wasn't awake for this. And the market just opened up and just decided to like flush from there. That right there would have basically just been like, hey, this is your trade to jump in here to take that one down. So if you decide to jump in this one as well, it would have told you were wrong pretty quick too. And all this looks like to me, like when I see something like this, you can jump in a trade before news. I did it yesterday. I'm just very, very quick to jump out. I'm not even looking for signals. I'm not looking for nothing. Hell, if I jumped in a trade and it did like this and it popped back up and then just came back down here on the next candle, I would probably just close it for a small loss there. Wait for the news. You don't know what's going to happen with the news. It could be big. It could be small. Just wait and you're good to go. And this just looks like indecision to me. Like you've just got like nothing really happening here. Going down, going up, going down, going up. And this was the news right here at 9. And again, a big nothing burger just like yesterday. Just a huge dud. And I ended up jumping in this trade right here and decided to take that one long. I had closed my position a bit early. I wanted to say I closed mine at about 100 points. This was bad of me. I shouldn't have done this, but it was right here when it started having like a little bit of trouble. And for whatever reason, I had a reason when I did it. What was my reason? I had a reason when I did it, and I was upset with myself after I did it, because I just wasn't in the zone. I woke up a little bit late. I was like, my alarm didn't go off. I didn't wake up on time. I just was off, and I just felt bad about the trade, and I was just like, it might turn against me here. And I ended up just jumping out, which got me out at a better position than if I would have held on to it. But then I just kind of called it for the day, because I just wasn't in my right head. From there, this would have been your short going down. This short too wasn't the best spot. Like the better spot to get in the short was when it really started showing like right here, but it doesn't line up with any of these things. And then on top of that, you still would have been in the long from here. So we're talking about from there, 160 points just to be taken out for about 80 points right there. And then this, you could jump into this, but this was a little bit late to the party. So yeah, you could have jumped into this. Like if you really wanted to and follow this with the rules here, like just straight up, we're just going with the rules. Here we go, break past the low. We got that red dot coming in on the 5 minute, and it would have just been a trade looking just like that right here. Going to this one, and then you would have taken this one here. This one too is a little bit late to the party. You can see this, a little bit late to the party on this, on the 2 minute, and then on the 5 minute a little bit early. But it still was a trade you could have taken just to get stopped out there. This short right here, You could have taken this, but this was a continuation. Like, you really didn't get a green dot that kind of came in and just said, hey, well, at least we made a move up to go down. I don't really like taking those continuations. So you just got these two trades that essentially just cancel each other out. From here, we have a green dot that came in. This was actually a good one to take. I mean, you've got that green dot coming in on the 2 minute, breaking above the highs on the 2 minute, as well as that green dot coming in right here on the 5 minute. And we were even breaking above the highs on the 5 minute as well. And you would have just taken this one just to get taken out here, and it closed beneath that for a 28-point loss. And then from here, would you have jumped in this one short? This one was late to the party as well. You've got this one coming in. It's already starting to show signs of weakness. I mean, I don't mind jumping in if it's still bright, you know, the histogram that is bright, 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 bright. Then we got the darker one coming in showing in weakness. But you just had a little bit of weakness showing like right here. So I didn't really count that as a valid trade to take, you know, that is. You could have, just would have stopped you out right there too. This one was a bit more valid to take right here. You've got that green dot coming in. And you really don't like to, because when you get something where it's like a break a low, break a high, I'd rather take that initial direction that it was going, because this just might be a continuation of that initial move. Because you can take the continuation, you just want it to be still going that way, you know, and it's still going with your original trade idea. It just might be a deeper pullback. That's all we're really looking for here. But when you get a break of a high, break of a low, break of a high, break of a low, that to me just says continuation. And the overall direction that I picked for this at this point, momentum wise, I was looking to take it up. So I had a bias basically going into this. Had a bias going up, a bias going short. Now I have my bias going up again, so I'll ignore a couple of the shorts and basically have this thing going up now. And it did go up. I mean, it went up a little bit, 50 points or so, and then gave it all back to about break even, like right there. And from there, that was 1,400, and I was done. You could have jumped out of this a little bit earlier if you wanted to. Hell, you could even taken this one right here, because we tried to go up, you know, a couple times now just to break right here. This is actually close to the highs. Well, it went up to the highs, failed at those highs, and then just kind of was coming down again. And you could have taken this one short, but I'm not gonna put that in there, because this bullshit that happened at the end of the day is not common. Again, this is just like yesterday. It's not common to happen at all. And I don't even want to get into the mindset of thinking about it. But if you were just to kind of follow the rules there again, right here we've got this break a low, then broke high again. And if I had jumped in this trade, it would have been either a break-even trade, or you would have just kind of had to call it somewhere here. But overall, these trades were not you didn't have the best amount of profit today. Your real move happened at the end of the day. You had a move right here in the beginning of the day that happened, and then the move right there at the end of the day that happened. It was just like yesterday. Yesterday did the same thing, and I would not put my back against a wall trying to trade till the end of the market. Again, end of the market for us at Top Step is right there at 510, you know. So you praying that, hey, hopefully this goes this direction now, because I mean, you just had a break of a high, and we were in consolidation. We were in consolidation right here for how long? For the past, since 11:30 all the way till 1400. So 2 hours and 30 minutes of just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for a loss, slightly break-even trade. And it's just like, do you really want to give back more? You know, you had 80 points here, 43 points here, so you're up 120 points, and then you just give back another 45 right here, give back another 28 right there. And it's like, do you really want to keep eating into your profit, or are you just kind of good for the day and you want to call it? I think overall you probably would have walked away with about 70 points for the day. Let me go ahead and tally that up real quick though. All right, we got a grand total of 72 points for the day. Not bad considering you had a couple losses here and then a couple potential other losses. I mean, again, I didn't say to take these trades like right here, but if you had, you might have just had a break-even day. It's better than a red day, but at the same time, sometimes when you realize, when you start to hit that consolidation, either get a bias and pick a direction, or if you don't have the bias and pick a direction, you might just want to call it, you know, after you get maybe like one or two. I mean, because again, you're eating into your profit. You might be up 100 and what was this? almost 130 points just to give back 60. And I know you're chasing the money, but it's like at the same time, down, up, down, up. At what point do you just kind of say, fuck it, you know? I mean, do you really want to trade for this right here? Are you going to wait for this Hail Mary of a move to just kind of come in and then with you again, after your Hail Mary magic made this move happen, for whatever reason, you use that Hail Mary magic again to say, this is the bottom right here. And then you decide to get out. Yeah, I did. I mean, overall, decent day, not a red day. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys had a good day too. Make sure to check me out, The Trade Baron, on all social media platforms. I do daily recaps on the Nasdaq. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff.